Hello everyone, this is Lemming again, and it's actually quite late at night, so if my voice sounds quite deep and I sound quite quiet, that's because everyone else has gone to sleep and I need to be quiet, and I'm quite tired myself, so but yeah, let's get on with it. So, I recently got quite interested in Redstone, and I thought I would just give a quick demonstration on different kinds of logic gates. So first off, we have a simple input-output gate. You know, it's not hard to make or anything. You flick a switch, opens a door, stuff like that. Then you get your NOT gate, which is basically an inverter. So it's just different ways. Is that when the switch is on the same position as it would be on the input-output, it would be open, whereas the other one would be closed. It's just inverted, basically. Next we have the double NOT, which is the repeater. There's two ways you can make it, actually. You could make it you could make it so that this is a bit further away, but this is just the sort of compressed version, and it's basically does exactly what the input-output gate does. Only it includes some redstone circuits, and redstone torches, and with the redstone torches it makes them go a bit further, because it can only reach up to I think it's 16 blocks. The redstone current can actually go, so that just is used to extend it. We have our next we have the OR gate, which well, I always remember it as OR. You can either choose this switch or this switch, so, and either one opens the door. So, you know, you flick that switch, opens the door, flick that switch, opens the door. If you have them both flicked, the door stays open, all that jazz. Next we have our NOR, which is basically the OR gate, only with a redstone circuit. So if they're both down, then it's closed, but when they're both up, it's closed. And also, you have to have them both switched for it to actually work. As you can see there. So it's basically the opposite of the OR gate. The OR gate. Next we have the XNOR gate, which is basically this. If one's up and one's down, then it will stay closed. But if they're both down or they're both up, then the door will be open. The XOR gate is shown here because it's invisible. No, it's because it can simply be made using the XNOR. Basically, if we take out this bit, and then with the new spare redstone wire that we have, I'm gonna have to move this, aren't I? Give it a second. Come on, you stupid door! I should have used wooden doors. Then it wouldn't have been as cool looking, though, would it? Because then you could just tap the door to get in. Don't think they should implement obsidian doors or something that can't be broken very easily. Oh, it's gone. Well, basically, it just alright, let's just use that. If currents, no, because that's stupid. We know what's happening, unless I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's basically just that, the XOR gate. It's the same but opposite. Anyway, moving on to the AND gate. Again, it's another one that I remember, is that you have to have this one flicked and this one flicked for the door to open. I've actually used this in my own world. Well, I've tried to, where there's an obvious switch and then a secret switch somewhere else, and you have to have them both switched, but I didn't do it very well. Moving on, we've got the NAND gate. Shush! I'm coming to you next. We've got the NAND gate, which is basically the AND gate, but again, it's just opposite. That, you know, you're going to have one switch for it to open. Basically the same as the OR switch, but whatever. Next we have our rapid pulsar, which is my favourite because, you know, I go into servers, get some of this redstone dust, build loads of these circuits and loads of doors, and then just leave it clicking. Anyway, moving on. There we go. Next we have our 4/5 clock. I don't know why it's called that, but it's basically well, the next one, but using a repeater. And you can slow down and speed up the times. The only thing is I have been having issues where it's gone like this, where it's just gone completely off, and it's not been very good, so I don't use that very much. Moving on, we have our 5 o'clock pulsar. It's relatively simple to make. Yeah, it just goes around and pulses it open and closed. I mean, obviously you could use it for something other than that, like actually making a clock. That'd be cool. Next up, we have the RSNOR latch. This is, well, it's quite a cool one. Why are they both closed? That's not right. Okay, so basically if I push that button, as you know, the button would immediately make it close, but what it does is it opens it and then keeps it open. Now, this bit here is optional, this extra bit. And then you can punch that bit and then it switches and it'll stay switched. But without that, it would just be an on-off switch. Basically, you have to switch one to turn it on and one to turn it off. If we were ignoring that one, it was sticking with that one. And it's quite cool. I like it because it means I can use buttons a lot more. Moving on, we have the RS NAND latch, which is, well, it took a while for me to make this one actually. It's very cool. Basically, if we flick this switch, then this one opens. They're both open now, but we have to if you switch that down, then you can't use this switch. So basically, you can't have them both closed at once. You can have them both open at once, but you can't have them both closed at once. And to close the other one, you have to have the other one open. It's quite confusing, but it's very cool. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it confuses me a little bit, but that's simply because it's quite late, and I've made these quite late, so I can't think of any cool uses at the minute. Moving on, we have the SE lock, which is one that which was the latest one I discovered, which is, it's very cool, the SE lock. To open the door, you can just use this. No, you can't just use this, but basically to open the door you have to flick these two switches, but before you can switch these two switches you have to unlock that, and then you can use either of those to unlock it, which is, it's very cool, but you can't use it once it is closed, and it is a very, very cool one. That's it. If there was any that you were interested in making, then just click on the pictures of either one of these at the very, very end, and I will show you how you make them. This has been Lemming from Lemming Games. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Bye.